Hello, SquirrelTribe 2.0. How are you guys doing today? It is Sunday, my dudes. It is like 4:30. I changed the clock. The time changed last night, this morning, whatever you want to call it. And it's always confusing on a time change when you wake up and your phone has changed for you, and then you walk out into your kitchen and your microwave, your oven, and your coffee maker are like, man, you got to do this yourself, because I will forget sometimes, and then I am late to things or I'm early to things, depending on if it's a spring forward or a fall back. It just depends. But today when I got up, the man, Kevin, woke up before I did, and I looked at my phone and it said 5:30, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's technically like 4:30. Why is he awake already? I got up at 8, which is technically in my brain still 7. And I will say this for the next week, technically it's an hour ago, right? You know what I mean? Because this spring forward thing, not a huge fan, because I lost an hour of sleep and it pisses me off. But so I had to change everything when I came out here this morning. Hopefully you guys remembered. Hopefully nobody's late to anything, because today would have been the day everybody would have been late if you didn't know that the time changed. So there's that. Hopefully you guys were good there. So the man and I, he got up way too early this morning. I got up still too early, even though the clock said 8. Body felt like 7. Got up and had some hot tea and watched some more of the show Once Upon a Time that I am watching on Hulu. I'm on season 6, episode 21. I think it's season 6. And I feel like we're getting close to the edge or the end. I refuse to look to see how many seasons or episodes there are, because I'd rather be shocked when it's over and be like, what the crap? That's what happened with me at Vampire Diaries. I watched this whole thing leading up, and then the series finale, I was like, what? This is the end? No, I need more. I need more than this, because one, I felt like it was like a ripoff last episode. Like they just crammed a bunch of crap into the last episode. And I really hope they don't do that with this one. But I know that happens to a lot of things that we watch. I saw My So-Called Life. I don't know if you guys remember this TV show at all. It was on MTV when I was a teenager. My So-Called Life came out with Claire Danes and Jared Leto, and I was obsessed. I was obsessed with it because Jared Leto was so freaking hot when I was young. I mean, he's still hot now. He's a little weird now. Lead singer 30 Seconds to Mars. He played Morbius in that movie. He was in Suicide Squad. He was in all kinds of stuff. He's been in a lot of stuff. But when he was younger, he was like that angsty bad boy who would lean on the school locker, and you're just like, right? Yeah, okay, teen pregnancies, I can understand how they happened if you had Jared Leto's around you at the time. But I remember being obsessed with My So-Called Life. So when I saw that it was on Hulu, Netflix, one of those two, I don't remember where it is, I was so excited, and I hit play, and I flew through season 1. There was only one season. I didn't realize that there was only one season of My So-Called Life. And the reason I didn't realize it is because when I was watching it when I was younger, same thing with like Dawson's Creek and 90210 and Melrose Place and all other kinds of stuff. I did not realize it was so short because we had to wait each week for it to come out. And if you missed it, oh honey, you missed it. Unless you remember to put a VHS in and hit record, right? It was before DVR and all that crap. So you don't realize that there's only one season and that it's gone in the blink of an eye, because it took like 8 months to get through. It took me literally like 8 hours to get through the entire season of My So-Called Life. And then I was like, I'm like that meme from John Travolta in Pulp Fiction where he's just like, if you've never seen it, then that's not funny to you and I just look weird, but it's fine. But there's so many different shows that I'm like, I feel like this could have gone on for 40 more years and we all would have been perfectly fine. And there's other ones where I'm like, I feel like you could have stopped at the pilot. We didn't need an episode 2. That's it. Nothing to do with anything today. But anyway, so did that, watched some of that. Then I washed clothes. I've put up clothes like 3 times today, washed some dishes, cleaned all the outside of the cabinets because I realized they needed it. So did a whole cabinet cleaning thing here and in the bathroom. And then the man realized that I was doing a lot of cleaning, so he got up and picked up the broom and swept everything. He went, because he'll be like, what can I do? And I'll be like, sit there and look pretty. Give me something visual to look at while I clean, just sit there. Every once in a while you want to stand up and let me look at your butt, we're good. So I don't normally let him help me clean, because then I just have to go back and redo it the right way, which is my way. So when he picked up the broom and started sweeping, I was like, oh, that's so cute. Well, he missed that corner and he missed that corner, but I love him. He tried so hard. Thank you. But I do need to vacuum and mop later still. But we've been going to the gym. You guys know this. Most of you know this. We've been going to the gym. And I keep saying how we need to go to either Vitamin Shop or GNC because I need more protein powder because I've got to get it back into drinking protein shakes. We have been out of the gym since March of 2020, if we want to get like real specific with the dates. March of 2020, when everything closed down because the world went to shit, that's when we stopped going to the gym because our gym was like, hey, yeah, we're going to stop being open. So y'all just stay home and get fat. And that's what we did. We were like, okay, we'll just completely quit working out and doing anything, which is, you know, not the way we should have gone, but that's the route we took. And then we moved to the beach, and you think moving to the beach, you're going to be in great shape so you can run around in bathing suits on the beach all day. No, no, no. There's a lot of really good food at the beach, and that has taken over for the last 2 years. Plus the vacations we did over the summer from here to the Pacific Northwest, down the West Coast and back over. Then last summer up to Canada and back down. That's a lot of eating food in restaurants and not your own kitchen, right? So now the man and I are like, no, we got to get back into some sort of shape. It will not be the shape we were in February of 2020. That's not happening. I'm not willing to put in that kind of hardcore work that we used to do back then. I'm going to count some macros. I'm going to drink some protein shakes. I'm going to go to the gym 5, 6, maybe 7 days a week. Not 7. We didn't go today because we're both really sore. But I'm going to go to the gym and I'm going to work my ass off for the hour to 2 hours that I'm there. And I'm going to make better choices. We've cut out alcohol except for maybe once or twice a week, mimosa Mondays, and then maybe something else on a Friday or Saturday possibly. And then we've gone out to eat maybe twice in the last week. And even then I made better choices, right? But I was like, no, I need protein powders because here's the thing. If I'm going to do this, I do need to do it kind of sort of the way I used to, which is counting my macros on MyFitnessPal, the app on the phone, and making sure I'm getting my protein, making sure I'm not going over my carbs, making sure I'm getting good fats. But then also it's cheaper to have protein powders than it is to go out and buy a ton of different meats like chicken and turkey and tuna and stuff like that. So I was like, let's go to the store and I'll just get some protein powder. It's not that expensive. Y'all, I have been out of the protein powder game for 3 years, and holy jolly has that stuff gotten expensive. So we went to Vitamin Shop today, right? We're going to go to GNC, but GNC, no, Vitamin Shoppy, in case y'all are curious what it looks like. GNC used to have this protein powder that I absolutely loved, and it's called Lean Green 25? I don't remember if there was a number or not, but it was a vegan protein powder. So it was vegan. I don't think it was organic, but it was vegan because I was vegan for a while, right? So I got that and I absolutely loved it. Well, then they discontinued it. They don't make it anymore. And I'm like, okay, well now I need a new protein powder. So we went to Vitamin Shop today and I picked one up. Oh, the things I have realized getting older. One, beef, like cow stuff, and we don't get along. My joints do not like it. I eat spaghetti with meat sauce. I eat a hamburger. I eat anything with meat in it. And then I swear the next day, I feel like the Marshmallow Man. Like everything feels puffy and a little ouchy in the joints. So I try not to go eat beef at places like that. I have been getting grass-fed, grass-finished beef through ButcherBox, and I have not had those issues. So then I'm like, okay, is it not the beef? Is it like all the grains that they eat here? Like, I don't know exactly what it is. So when we went to look at the protein powders, I was like, listen, I got to get grass-fed whey protein. Like if I'm going to do this, because the vegan ones, they keep putting coconut in them. The hell for? Can you put anything besides coconut? I'm not trying to die while I'm trying to get in shape. It doesn't really work out like that. So all the vegan ones that I looked at had some sort of coconut oil or palm oil or MCT oil, or they were adding in something I can't pronounce, which is basically a sugar thing, and too much of it's actually very, very bad for you. So I'm trying to find something that doesn't have that. And I literally sat in there inside Vitamin Shop for like 30 minutes. The man, bless his heart, he just stood there and waited on me and read the back of every single freaking thing that I could find. And this is the one I ended up with. Never had it before. Hopefully it doesn't taste like complete ass, chocolate ass. Hopefully it doesn't taste awful. Transparent Labs, I'm guessing, is the name of the brand. I didn't even look at that. All I saw was 100% grass fed. Okay. So I look at the back and it had the least amount of ingredients here. Even the plant-based ones, the ingredient list was like this long and I was like, oh, we're doing too much. I needed to have like 5 or 6 things and be done, right? So I found this one and it's got grass-fed whey protein, cacao, which not cocoa, cacao, which sounds like a weird word, natural flavor, sodium chloride, and stevia. Meh, not too much stevia. Y'all, this thing, I'm telling you, when I used to go to get protein powders and stuff, $40, $35 or $40, and I'm like, man, it's kind of expensive, but okay, it's fine. Even the regular ones, smaller than this, were like $50. This thing was, oh, where is it? How much was this thing? This thing was $59.99 for this, for 2.18 pounds of grass-fed protein. It's $60. But it is still cheaper in the long run than trying to eat the same amount of protein in, you know, tuna and chicken and turkey and things like that. But $60, Transparent Labs, if you're watching, I don't want to pay that much for your stuff. I understand, but make it cheaper. Send a girl a coupon. I don't know. So expensive. Hopefully it's good. If it is, then I will retract my it shouldn't cost as much and be like, no, it's totally worth the money. But as of right now, freaking expensive, right? But I got this because my goal is, I'm still doing the intermittent fasting, and it was from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m., but I have realized that it's not really helping me too much. So I've actually moved it from 9 to 7. So instead of doing 16:8, I'm doing 14:10. And I think it actually is working out a lot better for me. I do feel like there's a little bit of change up in here, like not as, you know what I mean? And the pants that I'm wearing today fit, and they did not fit like 3 weeks ago. So there's that. And I've had great energy, and the gym has been amazing. And even though I say I'm going to eat from 9 to 7, we normally go to the gym in the morning, don't eat till 10:30 or 11 anyway. But I have the option if I want something at 9 to go that route. And once or twice I've done it, and it makes me feel better. But the reason I wanted the protein is because I want to stay within a certain range of calories. And I don't want to think about the calories I've burned. I don't want to think about any of those. I want to stay in a certain range of calories when I eat each day. And normally I would be at like 1,500 to 1,850, but because I'm trying to drop a little bit of weight quickly to kind of like boost myself, I'm at 1,200 calories a day, and a certain amount for fat, certain amount for carbs, certain amount for protein, carbs being the lowest, and then protein and fat being the highest percentages I'm doing. But when I hit close to what my calories are, I don't want to go over, and I don't want to eat a bunch of meat at 7 o'clock or 6:45. So I will go for a protein shake for dinner if necessary. That way I feel full, but not whatever. So for those of you who are in the same boat and trying to figure out what's what, I personally would much rather have a protein shake at dinner than a meal, because it's easier on your stomach, easier to digest, actually leaves you feeling more full without having to go through as much chewing. For those of you who don't like to chew, I don't know, but that's an option. So when we were there, the manager there was like, hey, you know, if you spend $60, you get a free gym bag. So I got a free Vitamin Shop gym bag because I spent $60 on frickin' protein, right? And that was one of the cheaper ones. It was one of the cheaper ones. Now they have the gimmicky proteins. The one that's called Ghost is one of the brands, and they have like Chips Ahoy protein, and they have ones that taste like Oreos and Snickers, and you know, iced vanilla latte or oatmeal. I'm like, why? Look, I'm drooling now. I'm like, why are you giving it these names? Because now all I want to do is go eat an iced or go get an iced vanilla latte, or go eat a oatmeal cookie, or go eat, like, I just got plain ass chocolate. This is so much easier for me than Cinnabon flavored. What are we doing here? I'm trying to lose weight, not be tempted to go to every single place possible and buy all the sugar. So I got plain chocolate for me. But I also use, side note, I also use these to make protein pancakes in the mornings a lot of times. So I'll take this, and I will take just a small mixture of pancake mixture, if you will, not even the whole serving of it, but like half of it. And I'll take protein powder, and normally I'll use like almond milk or soy milk. And then I'll add like banana, like a smush up banana, to give it like that holding pattern, holding whatever. And I'll make pancakes with it. And then if I want to add something to it, I'll put blueberries on top, and sometimes I'll put peanut butter on top, or I can just eat them plain because it's sweet because of the bananas and the whatever. So good. I would suggest trying it if you have protein powder and you want to make a different kind of breakfast. It's like not eggs and bacon. Protein powder pancakes are freaking fantastic. So anyway, got the Vitamin Shop bag. And then Kevin, he was like, well, I need creatine. So they had this brand, which I think is Vitamin Shop's brand. I've never used it. Body Tech, they had their Body Tech things where buy one, get one half off. This little thing right here, this little thing that weighs, that is 18 ounces. This joker is $50. $50. So we got one and then got another one for half price. $50 for this thing. And creatine monohydrate helps build muscle strength and mass. I've never taken creatine. It's not something he does, but I don't. And I don't think I'm going to start today at all. It says creatine monohydrate may help to improve muscle performance during high intensity exercise and training such as weightlifting, running, and other intense activity. Now, when we were heavy in the gym, I had really good, I had muscles, right? He had better muscle definition. It was probably because of this and because he leans out way easier than I do. I noticed that today he got up and was like changing his shirt and I was like, son of a bitch, I swear you've lost weight. And I'm over here like my face isn't as puffy. Like, what? Why? We're eating the same things. And I'm like, no, we're not. No, we're not. I fix him like really basic stuff. And then me, I'm like, put some Caesar dressing on that. And you should totally put some ranch on that. You should totally, I screw myself over every single time because my taste buds end up winning out before my brain kicks in. And I'm like, well, I'm already chewing it. So what do you want me to do? Just spit it out? No, it's fine. And that's why he loses weight faster than I do. In case anybody was curious. It sucks, but I do it to myself. So it's not a big deal. But this stuff, for those of you who are trying to figure out what to do to help build muscle mass, creatine will definitely help with that. So I thought I'd tell you because I know a lot of you guys and ladies are thinking like I am with the whole try to eat a little healthier, work out a little bit more, maybe lean out some, build some muscle or whatnot. Those are just some things we got. And then we got these free pre-workouts. I can't do pre-workout. So when we used to go to the gym like daily, like hardcore go to the gym, we would do pre-workout and it would be I have some in the top of the cabinet. I can't reach it. My ass is short. It's not going to happen. I don't remember what brand it is. Whatever. It's a brand of pre-workout. We would do it sometimes. Kevin would take it all the time. And I'm like, I'll just drink a coffee ahead of time or something like that. But every once in a while I would drink pre-workout. And the one we have is the only one that I have found that doesn't make me feel like something's horribly wrong with my body. So I took one time, C4, I think it's called C4. And we start working out and I'm like 10 minutes in and I immediately start sweating like crazy. And I'm like, what is this? My whole body felt like it was on fire. If you've ever seen Fantastic Four, especially the one with, what's his name? Chris Pine, I think which Chris is that? Who's in Fantastic Four? The one who plays Captain America on Avengers. Chris Pine? No, that's not him. Chris something. What is his name? Whatever, the cute Chris. The other one's not cute. The one from Star Trek, he's not cute. I'm not a fan. But Chris from Avengers as Captain America, he's a cutie, right? Anyway, I felt like him in Fantastic Four, like flame on, because he could turn into like a flame and he would like fly around. That's what I felt like taking C4 at the gym. I'm like, they're looking at me and I'm sure I am the color of a tomato or ketchup, whichever one you register with more, tomato or ketchup. I would probably look like that. I am pouring sweat. I'm like that meme with the kid or the guy from Key and Peele where he's sitting there and there's like sweat pouring down his face and he's making that face, right? That's how I felt. And then it made me like, at the same time. So I don't do pre-workout. I don't know what's in there. And I'm like, is it crack? Is this crack? Like, why do I feel like this? So I just go work out. And if I don't have enough energy, fake it till you make it or take a nap as soon as you're done. Like, that's how I feel. So the guy at Vitamin Shop gave me these. I'm not touching them. Although that is one of my favorite popsicles, the red, white, and blue. I used to call it the American popsicle. I don't know what it's called, but those were always my absolute favorite. Bombsicle, maybe what it's actually called. But this one, Blackberry Punch, probably good. I don't want to do it. I have no interest because I'm sure it's crack in here. I don't know which word in here means crack, but one of these is probably the scientific definition for crack, just so we're fully aware. Yeah, I'm not doing any of this. Hey, but it doesn't contain gluten, so small win. Anyway, SquirrelTribe 2.0. That's it. The man and the child are currently over at Target getting hair dye because the kid wants to dye the underneath of her hair red again. And I told her, I said, is your room clean? She said, yeah. I said, prove it. So I looked and it's clean. Is your bathroom clean? Yeah, prove it. So I looked and it wasn't. And I said, then no. So she cleaned her bathroom. And then I was like, are you ready to go? She's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, bye. And she's like, wait, you're not going? I was like, no, this is how you win and I win. I need to record and you want to go do this. So you go do that with dad. I'll do this here. And then, you know, everybody wins. Plus it gives her and him father-daughter time. She and I get mother-daughter time all the time on the way to school. We hang out here all the time while he goes and records or does what he needs to do or edits or whatever. So she and I get way more time, just her and I, than those two do, just the two of them. Since we're out of corporate America, they hung out together a lot back in the day before we both quit corporate America, right? Whenever I had to work, they were together. So it's good for them to still get those moments. So they're over at Target and who knows where now, hanging out and having some fun. So I like that for them. It makes me happy. Side note, I ordered some really cool stuff. And I cannot wait to show you guys. It said it'll be here March 18th. So I gotta wait to show you. It's gonna take like a week and a half, but you're gonna get to see some pictures from the last couple years that y'all have never seen. And cause they're on my phone, so showing them to you while recording, a little difficult, but I'm so excited about what I ordered and I can't wait to show you guys. It's going to be amazing. And then I'm going to show you once it's all like done and stuff. So you'll get like a tour, if you will, of the apartment if you want it. If not, no harm, no foul. I think that's it. Yeah, I think I'm going to try out this protein stuff. I'll let you know tomorrow during the Mimosa Monday live stream if it tastes good or if I wasted $60. I'm about to find out. So I love y'all immensely. 2.0. Y'all are the best. Okay, bye.